Hi everyone. Yesterday we completed these three sections, and today we'll not move to fourth one. This is bit, I think, uh, advanced. It will come later in the course. I mean, these one, two, three, four sections, and now we'll move back to full stack open and complete full stack open part one. I mean, where we left off few days before, and yes, why it's not working. Mm, let's see. Not working. It's working. Okay. So this section was remaining, and we'll try to complete this section today if we can. Uh, let's start and see where we reach eventually. Um, a more complex state debugging React apps. The title, I mean, part D. Okay. In our previous example, the application state was simple as it was comprised of a single integer. What if application requires more complex state? In most cases, the easiest and the best way to accomplish this is using use state function multiple times and create separate pieces of state. Okay. In the following code, we create two pieces of state for the application name left and right that both get initial value 0. Okay. Okay. The component get access function set left set right that it can use to update the two pieces of a state. The component state or pieces of its state can be any type. We could implement the same functionality by saving the click count both left and right buttons into a single object. Okay, in this case application would look like this. I mean, we'll use object instead of single, the two states. Okay, then on updating, we'll do this. Left is left plus one, and right is right plus one. I mean, I think we are reaching to spread operator really soon. Now, component only has a single piece of state. The event handlers have take care of one of changing entire application state. Okay, the event handler looks like this messy. When left button is clicked, the following function is called. Following function is called handle left click, and this is a const my click left plus and set clicks. Okay, this is looking like a bit messier. The following object is set the new state of the application. Okay, the new value left property is now same as value of left plus one from the previous state, and the value of right property is the same as the value of the right property, but they are doing from the previous state. You can use threads. Okay, I know. There are clicks and this. Okay, there are clicks right. Okay, or you can use immer.js. Okay, the syntax may seem a bit strange at first. In practice, to create a new object, copies all of the properties and whatnot. Go ahead. We know this. We know this. We know this. Some readers might be wondering why I did not just update a state directly like this. Okay, the application appears to work, however, it's forbidden in React to mutate state directly. It can result unexpected side effects. Changing state has to always done by setting the state to new object. If properties from previous state object are not changed, they need to be simply be copied, which is done copying those properties into new object setting that the new state. React follows unidirectional flow. The data flow inside React should will be expected in a circular path. Okay. Data flow without flux. Okay. To make React work, developers made React simpler to functional similar developers made React similar to functional programming. The rule of thumb functional programming is immutability. Let me explain loud and clear. How does unidirectional data flow work? State a data store which contains the data of the component. The view of the component renders based on the state. And when the view needs to change something on a screen, that value should be supplied from the store. Okay. To make this happen, React provides a set state function which takes an object of a new state and compares and merge similar to object that is assigned over a previous state and adds a new state and set state data store. Whenever Whenever the data in a state store changes, React will trigger and re-render and a new state will be view consumed and shows on a screen. The cycle continues throughout the component lifetime. If you see above step, it clearly shows a lot of things happening behind when you change the state. So when you mutate a state directly and call set state with the empty object, the previous state will be polluted with your mutation. Okay. Due to which the shallow compare and merge of two states will be disturbed and won't happen because you will only have only one state now. This will disrupt all React lifecycle methods. As a result, app will behave abnormal or even crash. Most of the time, it won't affect your app because all the apps which we use are for testing. This is pretty small. Other downside of mutation of object and array in JavaScript: when you assign an object or an array, you just making a reference to the object or array. When you mutate them, all reference that all the reference to that object or that array will be affected. React handles this intelligent way and a background simple give us API to make it work. Most common errors when handling with React state. This dot state is looking pretty old, I think. How much old? I know we are using. Okay, we cannot push it. Okay, got it. Mhm. I mean, mutability will break React. I mean, moral of the story. Okay, don't mutate objects and arrays. Just, I mean, use immutability, or if you can't, use image.js, which will, I mean, take care of immutability. Okay, I mean, unexpected side effects are first. I mean, we will break if we will. pass an we do we will mutate our objects. We will make React lifecycle method disrupt. And second, if we do mutability in JavaScript, I mean, object and arrays are reference type. If they are changed anywhere, I mean, they will affect our code or components related to them, and this will end up with unexpected behaviors, I think. So let's get going. And changing the state has always been done by setting the state to a new object. If properties of previous state are not changed, they need to simply to be copied, okay, which is done by copying those properties in a new object and setting okay. Handling arrays, I mean, we did this whole, I think, choosing state structure, and then we also read this updating objects and updating arrays. Okay, handling arrays, we know how to handle an array. Okay, use state, I mean, we can use concat, or we can use dot 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 previous uh, state all clicks, and then we can do what, I think we can, I mean, arrays, we only have concat the dot 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 arr, or use immer. Okay, you can use immer, but let's say without immer. This is a bad practice. Okay, index id. What if we don't have id? Then arrays.concat, we can do arrays.concat. Just use immer. I mean, the really easy peasy solution is just use immer.js. Don't even bother about dot 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 and whatnot. When button is clicked, we add a letter L on a click array, or use concat. Okay, concat will not mutate. Okay, this piece is stored in all clicks and now set to be an array that contains all of the items of the previous states, plus the letter L. According to the new item, array is accomplished with the concat method, which does not mutate the existent array but rather returns a new copy of an array of the array with the item added to it. As mentioned previously, it is also possible JavaScript to add item with the push method. If you add them by pushing all clicks array, then updating a state, the application will still appear to work, but we are mutating an array which has its own side effects on problems we should not mutate. However, don't do this. As we mentioned previously, the state React components like allClick must not mutate directly. If even if mutating a state appears to work in some cases, it can lead to problems that are very hard to debug. Let's take a closer look how the clicking is rendered to the page. When you call a join method on all clicks array that joins the item in a single string and separated by string string passed as a function parameter, which is our case is an empty space. Okay, update of the state is asynchronous. Okay, okay, state update is asynchronous, and state is a state gets snapshot in between the renders, and state updated in a queues. Okay, we know this. And let's expand the application so that it keeps track of the total number of button presses in the set state total, whose value is always updated when the buttons are pressed. Okay, let's go through code. Think. Oh, oh. Const left is set left, right, set right, all click, set all, total. Handle this. We know this. This is, I mean, why you are creating mess in my mind? Just use counter one plus one, and we'll get to know we did this earlier. I think. Yeah. Let's go. Even though the new value was set to left by calling set left plus 1, the old value persists despite of the update. As a result, attempt to count a button presses produce result that is too small. Hmm. Okay. The reason this is state not immediately but at some point before component is rendered again. We can fix the app as follows. For the right button. Oh, I think I need to copy this code and play with this. I mean, this is making little bit mess in my mind. Go. Let's expand the application so it keeps track of a total number of buttons pressed in a state total whose value is always updated when the buttons are pressed. Okay, left, right, all, total. Why? Yeah, two. Yes, total is not enough, I think. Set all. Delete challenge one dot JSX and also go to JSX. Oh no, after JSX, remove of this, create one of this. Bring state. Oh, what's going on? Who is using require right now? What the hell is going on? Export con and use state react. Take a look at rendered react app and inspect console and let's see what's left. One time rendered, but total is zero. I mean, we press the left, but total is zero. Why? Let's go through let's go through the code. I mean, we click left. So in left event handler, what's wrong? Total is not get updated. Okay, because asynchronous. I mean, the handle click is executed and then state get updated. That's why this does not appear. But in case of write, the same thing is happening. Okay. Now, if we click left, the previous render of write is here. Previous state of one. This is not this one. Okay. Got the problem. Now, how they fix? Left before, right after. Okay, we got it. We got it. Mm. If we are here, we can use priv plus one, but the case is totally different. Const updated right or updated left. Let's say left plus one, set left. Okay, we added, I mean, we do a hack here and added one plus by ourselves. Okay, but yes, there is no other way, I think. Or maybe, yes. I mean, we are executing outside of the set the state and giving it a number, and this number can be passed right here. Okay, doing this const updated left is equal to this. And copy this here and here, and now if we do refresh, and now this is working fine. And we can do the same for updated right. Okay. Updated right is equal to right one. We'll remove all of this and put this here. Remove all of this and put this here. Okay, now this also will work fine. I mean, these problems will appear, and if you know React enough, then you will be able to solve. I mean, the guy who don't know about React state updates asynchronously will not find out what the hell is happening in my app. So, knowing the React core and basics, fundamentals is really necessary. I mean, conditional rendering. Let's go through conditional rendering. I mean, in React, there is a whole section of conditional rendering. Let's modify our application that rendering by clicking history handle the new history component. Okay. I mean, we know condition in conditional rendering, if we are changing a place of component in a render tree, its I mean, its state will be vanished or destroyed. Okay. I mean, conditional rendering is should be in here, right? Okay. Your components will often need to display different things depending on a different condition in React. You can use conditional rendering JSX tag, JSX using JavaScript syntax like if statement, NNN, or what this is called ternary operator. Okay, conditionally returning a JSX name is backed. Okay, and where we are doing conditional if is backed. I mean, is back mean if it's true. I mean, in if it will be evaluated as a boolean. I mean, is fact is true, then this, else this will. Okay. If is fact is true, okay. If not, then this. Okay. Conditionally returning nothing with null. I mean, we can, if we don't want to return anything, we will return null. Okay. Let's go and conditionally including JSX. In previous example, we controlled if and any, and in JSX we return component. You may already have noticed some duplication in the rendered output. I mean, we can align. Okay, I mean, we can do conditional rendering right here. Okay, yeah. If you're coming from object-oriented background, you might assume that two examples above certainly different because uh, one of them may create two different instances of li, but JSX elements aren't instances because they don't hold any internal state or aren't real DOM nodes. They're lightweight descriptions like blueprints. So, and two examples in fact are completely equivalent. It goes in detail about how it works. Okay. Now let's say you want to wrap a complete item text in another HTML tag. They'll to strike it out even is fact. If it's fact, delete it. Else, add a name. Okay, go go. Logical AND operator. Inside, I mean, if value is truthy, then it will render. Else, it will not. Okay, let's go. A JavaScript AND expression returns a value of its right side, in our case the check mark, if the left side or condition true, but if the condition is false, whole expression becomes false. React consider false as a whole. In JSX trees it just like a null or undefined and doesn't render anything in the place. Pitfall: to test condition, JavaScript converts the left side to Boolean automatically via coercion. Okay. To test condition, JavaScript converts left side. I mean, what is left side? This is left and this is right. Then, I mean, however, if the left side is zero, then the whole application get value zero, and React will happily render zero, then nothing. For example, common mistake: message count. If message count is zero, New messages will not appear. Okay. To fix it, make is greater than zero. Okay. So I think we should avoid AND operator and use ternary operator like this, just truthy falsy. Curly braces open the window to into JavaScript, embed variable whatever we are gonna do. Okay. Th- this style is most verbose, but it also most flexible. Here is it in action. Effect. Do this. Can you feel this verbose? I also like before this works not only for text but arbitrary JSX too. Okay. Try your challenges. No, I have a lot of challenges right here already. So we can use ternary operator, we can use just truthy falsy with if, and we can use AND operator. I mean, I always try to avoid AND operator. I mean, AND operator has some pitfalls, but try to go with ternary and if conditioning stuff. I think ternary is and is useful while your value is not zero. If it is zero, then I mean you need to be a little bit cautious using it. I mean, and the conditional rendering is completed. I think the history of component renders completely different React environment depending on the state of the application. This is called conditional. The history component renders completely different React elements. I mean, okay. React also offers many other ways to doing conditional rendering. We will take a closer look as part 2. I mean, I did right now, by the way. Let's make first modification in our application by refactoring it and use button component defined earlier. Mm-mm. I mean, do we think I copy this? No, 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 no. All React. Skip completely. I'm not interested in all React. Debugging React applications. Open console. Large part of typical developer time is spent debugging, reading existing code. Every now and then get write a line of two new code, but large part is our time is spent trying to figure out why something is broken and how to fix. Good practice is keep your console open. Okay, I mean we can use console logs of course also. Okay, what else? Hmm. Hmm. Console by no means only way to debugging. You can pause the execution of your application in a Chrome developer console debugger and by writing command debugger anywhere in your code. Wow. Syntax debugger. Okay, this will pause the execution. Wow, I learned a new thing today. I mean, we can also see components and go through. You can learn about debugging JavaScript in Chrome, for example, with Chrome DevTools video. Rules of hook, don't use them conditionally, don't use them inside any function or any block of code, don't use them in JSX and whatnot. Let's rules of hooks. Top level of body, call them top level of body of your custom hook. Okay. First, do not call hook inside conditional loops. Do not call hook after condition return statement. Do not call hook in event handlers. Do not call hook in class component. Do not call hook inside function passed to use memo, use reducer, or use effect. Huh? What is this? I mean, do not call hooks inside function passed to functions, not, I mean, we cannot use in any function, I think. If condition theme is able to use theme index, bad, this is bad, this is also bad. Why this is after return we cannot use. Inside event handler not, inside loop not, inside use memo. Move it outside, okay. Class component not, okay. Duplicate react. In order for hooks to react, the React import your application code needs to be resolved at the same module. Imported to two different export and you will this never happened to me. In order for hooks to work, the React import from your application code needs to be resolved in the same module as React import. If these React imports resolve different exports, you will see the warning. It may happen if you accidentally ended up two copies of React package. Huh? Let's see. Rules of hooks we know now. Don't use them conditionally, don't use them in any functions, don't use them in class components, use them on a top level of component and whatnot. Event handling revisited. Done. Okay. Event handling has proven difficult topic in previous iteration of this course. For reason we will revisit this topic. Let's assume let's assume that we're developing simple application with the following component apps. Dev value button reset to 0. Okay. If we want to click a button to reset the status stored in a value variable, in order to make a button react to the click, we have to add an event handler to it. Event handlers must always function or reference to a function. The button will not work if event handler is set to variable or any other type. I mean, we went through event handling section inside React docs, and React would return this in a console. On click value plus one will not work. We will use to do a set state. I mean, I guess okay. This will work. Set value 0. Why this is flawed? This is flawed because I mean, when we do a first render, on a first render, all the JSX will be executed and the set value will be executed. And on click, will nothing will happen, or it will be set back to 0. I mean, let's test this. Go here, copy, come here, remove this, get this one. Again, do same stuff. I mean, why this happens sometimes? I mean, what's going wrong? Export, import, use state from the app. Okay, the button. Look, click, set value to 0. This is it. And let's go to we run on localhost and we got nothing. Reset to 0 even not. Why? And what's going wrong? Components, console. Too many re-renders. The number of renders, because we are what why too many re-renders? We are setting back. I mean, we are setting back state and state calls a re-render, and on other re-render we are doing the same thing again and again and again. Okay, if we will do use state 0 event, the same thing will happen. I mean, we'll get nothing. Okay, too many re-renders will happen. Okay, let's get rid of this. No, this will show set to 0, but this will not. The, the way to do this, I mean, if you wanna reset state here on click, oh, what I did on click, will add an anonymous function. Okay, in anonymous function we can set value back to 0. Now it will work. Set back to 0. Why it will work? Anonymous function, when at the first React will render this component, this function is a callback function. This will not be executed, and only when event occurs, then this will be executed. I mean, this is really simple, I think. Go, 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 keep going. Yeah, right here. And we can extract event handler right here and do stuff like handle click, set value 0. Another way to define event handler is to use a function that returns function. You probably won't need to use function that returns function in any exercise in this course. If topics seem particularly confusing, you may skip over. No, when you say confusing, I want to confuse myself right now. I mean, yes, let's go. Let's make following changes on code. Hello. Okay. I mean, this is simple. Why this is confusing even? The hello will be executed on a first render, let's say. Okay. It is returning another anonymous function. Okay. It is, I mean, yeah. Let's see. Again, same issues. Let's do export and hit state and I mean, we'll see syntax error. It's executing a hello world. If we can in hello world, we can set a state to 0 by the way. Set value to 0 and we are good to go. I mean, it will work with a char. I mean, why? I mean, this is returning. I mean, we on initial render the hello will be executed, but inside a hello another anonymous function. Okay, so consider this is right here, and this will be executed when we click. That's it. Let's go. Okay, 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 okay. I mean, don't bother me with more examples. Passing event handlers as a child. Mhm, that's cool. I mean, yeah, on click, we are just passing an anonymous function. Okay, and this anonymous function will be called props.onClicks, props.text, and what's happening? I mean, there is a section over there. I mean, event handlers as a child component. Button props. Okay, on click props dot on click, and when we call button, we are giving it a props dot on click, execute this. That's it. Do not define component within your components. Okay, I admit. Useful reading React official documentation. This. Start learning React. Agile.io. I don't care. I mean, we read a lot of documentation in previous days, and this is enough. Web grammars auth. I took it. I will always keep upon utilization of LLMs. I used. Personally, I mainly use Copilot, but it's paid. I will not for now. Okay, 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 okay. Hallucination happen. Keep in mind. Exercises. I mean, let's go. This is the time to complete this section and do exercises. Okay. First of all, in tab, go back, okay, full stack 2025, LS, part, not party, part 1, LS, what's inside, intro. 1.6. Okay, interesting. Okay, I know what I did earlier. See, through them, the SOC components. I mean, we did an exercise like breaking it into component. I mean, 1.6 unique cafe. Step 1. Like most companies, the student restaurant of University of Helsinki Unicave collects feedback from its customers. Your task is to implement web application for collecting customer feedback. There are only three options of feedback: good, natural, and bad. The application must declare total number of collected feedback in each category. Your final application could look like this. Note where you only need a single browser section. One refresh the page, you collected feedback is allowed to disappear. Select possible to use same structure as is used. Okay. They are trying to. This will take another day, I think. Let's do first one or two exercises, then uh, get going, and other day we'll do. Let me go to it and scaffold another React getting started. And create video and actually, yeah, did exercise. Yeah, man, let's go. total number of collected feedback. Okay, state and code here. Okay, this is exercise. Let's copy to tab.jpg to this. Okay, until npm modules happened. I mean, let's plan what we need to do. I mean, first of all, I think we need to create three buttons, kind of buttons, maybe. Yeah, buttons. And attach an event handler, and an event handler will execute. I mean, update the state, and the updated state will be appear right there under our statistics. Okay, okay. I think NPMI happened, and we are. Let's import it and export it. Code here. npm add code here. Okay, I mean, I want to remove app.css. Now how it looks like. I mean, maybe index.css on. Now how it. What really happened? Okay, do control Z. Do control Z. I will remove this CSS for now. Okay, I mean code here. Go. Let's go to code here. And first of all, we will remove this code also and add fragments. Button. Good. Is this like this? Good, natural, bad. Okay. Good. Copy this a few times and we'll do natural. Where am I right? Natural, and second one is third one is bad. Okay. Now I mean I'll do little cleaner event and let's add const del good is equal to something and you set good set good. I mean we can do good plus one, but what will happen here? good plus one will not affect and I mean this what this will do, this will not do as we expect. Like if we enter like here, let's say if it always give us a value of a previous render in a state. Okay, if we do good and let's say weird way, this will not work. Good is equal to, let's say good on click handle good on click, why is not on click is equal to handle good in here, and let's see good. I mean this is working fine because we are not doing two times, but this is not a good practice. Good practice is always use rev and rev plus one. I mean this I prefer always. Okay, handle good same as handle bad and handle natural. Const handle natural will be same as, oh, what I did will be, okay, let natural rev rev plus one. Okay, const that is equal to set bad rev rev plus one. Okay, okay, handle bad. Okay, sorry, handle bad, handle bad, bad, not just handle bad. So okay, on click handle natural, handle that. I mean good. I mean not this way. I mean we'll do some stuff right here. What they did, statistics. I can use H2 right here. H2 statistics maybe, and then couple of. I mean, this div is for styling later maybe. Couple of P's, not P good basically good. P natural is equal to natural bad is bad bad. Oh, oh, bad is always bad. Okay. Here also h2 give the feedback. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Now let's see. Oh, let's refresh. So it is zero natural. Now we wanna do a total. Okay. I mean, total is really simple. I mean, we don't need to use state, but we can derive a value from a state. I mean, total is here we can do write any JavaScript. Good plus natural plus bad. Okay, total is 12, total is 13. This is working fine, I think. Okay. Step 1 is I think completed. Step 1. Okay, this is not included in step 1. I'll omit this and I'll push this exercise. 1 point what? 1.6. And let's go to GitHub and see what's going on. Here it is. There are 6 commits. Exercise 1 completed. Let's go to full stack open. How many commits I did last week? Maybe? Yeah, 1.55. Last one was 1.5. Okay, git add dot git commit and oh, exercise 1.6 completed. Oh, I mean, did I get ignored non-modules? I think yes, yes, yes. Git push. I think hopefully node modules will not be pushed. Okay, let's refresh. Something is getting pushed. No, not right now. It's pushing. While it's pushing, let's do another exercise. Average and positive. What it means by positive? I got average. Okay, positive, good and natural. Okay. This is step 2 and step 3. We'll do it refactor. Let's see, it's pushed. Not. What's going wrong? Let's see. It's successfully pushed. Mm-mm. What the hell happened? I think I named how to delete a commit. Uh-huh. Get one way is to remove all git. No, I wanna just rename. I need to just rename the commit. Okay, let's go to commit. Mm, and can I rename? Can I rename? Hmm, let's Google how to rename name push after push. Changing git message. Yeah, I care how old this is. I made a commit subsequent push. I would like to change the commit message. Okay, run this command. Okay, I did it. I just want to remove this. Save and oh my. I cannot exit. I only have a way to kill the terminal. Git, git status up to date. Hmm, changing the commit. is get list, I think. Command. No, not git help. Let's go. Trigger is git log. Yeah, git log. This is all of the commits mine, and then my three ways is set commit. Okay, how do we do it? Reset. Now git status git push git pull git push. The only way I have right now, I think, rm minus rf dot git. Now git status nothing. Git add thing is talking git with the song status push updates were rejected because the tip in your current branch is behind. It's report counterpart integrate git pull. Okay, git pull. I did git pull. Git stash. Git pull. I think this is a perfect time to go to ChatGPT. Copy all of this. Solve this. Even go to do a reason. No, 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 not do a reason. Like this is a place when I take help from AI. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT did. I mean, stash your local changes. Okay, let's do Control L and stash my local changes. No local changes to save. Okay, I got it. I'm stashing on a wrong place. Now this will work. Now git pull region main aborting. Still aborting. No, this is not working. I think I should go really back and now git this git stash not then rm git then git init git init. Okay, git add this git fetch region fetch. Oh, what I did really. L git fetch region. Okay, git reset hard. Now log. Huh? Git status. Nothing happened. What's going on, man? Kill terminal. Kill terminal. Create another terminal and git log. Yes. I mean, let's go and full stack open 741. Oh boy. I'm gonna delete last commit and then redo it. This strategy. I will delete this. Oh, delete it with different page. I pushed it. Already pushed. Git log now. Check it. Okay, 1.6 is removed right now. Okay. Git commit. Git commit. And this message. Exercise 1.6 completed. I think. Exercise 1.6 completed. Git push OY. Okay, will you want original master and we did eventually. Okay, now let's see refreshing it. 17 minutes ago. No, no, you are lying, I know. Full stack open, full stack open. Why not? It's appearing. Jan and Feb. And what's happening? Okay. Repositories. Full stack open. Let's go to commits. Again, commit message is still same. I mean, we'll change this later. Let's do a second exercise. I think step two. Yes, I'll do step two shortly. I mean, after one, I'll take little 5 minute break. Okay, I'm back and we'll do exercise step two. Step two is really simple. I think first commits. Compare and pull. What's happened? Master create a pull request. Okay, I changed this and the pull request created. I mean, just commit. It's trying to stop. Let's try to go to 1.8. Refactor your application that displaying statistics extracted into its own statistics component. Okay, let's do it. I mean, let's create components folder, and inside this folder we'll do .jsx. Okay, that too, and do this, and to go now.